Hi, I'm Hunter Allen with your Thursday tip. I'd like to talk a little bit about what I call the bathtub analogy. And typically this is when an athlete asks me, how does my FTP improve? Why should I do these kind of workouts? Well, you have to think about a bathtub. Everybody has a bathtub. And in that bathtub, the bathtub has walls. Some of those walls are very small, and some of those walls are really tall. Like, for example, if you have a rider who maybe rides their bike across the United States for 3 months, and they can ride at 14 miles an hour carrying 50 pounds worth of gear. Their bathtub is really big, but the walls are really small. Now, opposite side of that would be a track racer on the velodrome. They may have two 50-gallon drums stacked on top of each other, and you can take a fire hose to it and fire hose them, and those bathtubs can take a lot of water really quickly, but then they fill up really fast. So what we want typically as a endurance athlete, as somebody who's racing and competing and doing well in Grand Fondos and such, is we want the biggest volume that we can handle plus the tallest walls. The height of the walls is really what we call your FTP. Then in every bathtub you have a drain, right? So the water has to go out. And we also have the spigot, right? That's putting the water in. That's your resistance. That's your watts, right? How much resistance are you going to push into that bathtub? Now, the thing that we also want is that big drain. Okay, so that's what happens when you become efficient, right? Your body changes. You have a bigger stroke volume. You get more capillaries. You get more red blood cells, you get more mitochondria, all those things happen, you become more efficient internally. So that's really that drain, okay? So what we do is when we ride and we train, we ride and we let the water fill up to about 3/4 full, right before, here's the top of the wall, it's 3/4 full, and then it sits there. That's really kind of riding its sweet spot. So the water's going out of the drain, the water's coming in. After a certain period, it's kind of evened itself out. Okay, the body says, "Oh, I need a bigger drain." It increases its drain so that efficiency improves. Now, what happens if we take a fire hose every 2 minutes and fire hose that? Then the water comes all the way up to the top of the side of the wall, almost flows over into the bathroom floor, and we turn the fire hose off. Then the body says, oh, we need to increase the size of our walls also, which is our FTP. So that's kind of doing like sweet spot with bursts. That's a great way to think of it. Or you can ride right with the water even at the top of the walls. Again, you're telling the body we need to improve the size of the walls. We need to get that FTP higher. So those are great ways to kind of think of the training that you might do and how we address that from a perspective of improving our FTP, thinking about it, what is this bathtub and how do we increase the size of our drain, the size of the walls, and the volume itself. I hope that helps with your understanding of what FTP is and how to improve it. Thanks a lot. Make it a great day.